Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna go behind the scenes with little baby Spider-Man, okay? Tom Stanley Holland. Do you guys really know Tom? Do you really know Tom? Other than, what you see in the movies and what you see on his Instagram or whatever. So we're gonna ask my cards to give us the best cards from this deck to describe Tom Holland's true personality. It seems fun. He seems like a funny guy. I bet he really act like he does, playing Spider-Man. I bet he act like that in real life. So is that really acting? Anyways, let's jump straight in. So Divine Angels give us the best cards to describe Tom Holland. Who is the real Tom Holland? We need to know. Okay. Well, we got a trickster here, of course. It says, transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. The shadow attribute speaks of manipulating others through duplicity. Oh. Okay, so the trickster, in simpler terms, is pretty much either someone who takes, who always playing games, always making light of things, maybe making light of maybe even a dark situation. But this person also can be, because it's magic and a trickster is a magician. It could be someone who plays with people's minds. Okay, so let's see. Tom. But I can see him being a playful person. Then we have the judge here. It says balancing justice and compassion, managing the fair distribution of power. But it also speaks of offering only destructive criticism, misusing business, legal, or criminal authority. Oh, wow. So he's showing up as a trickster that likes to judge you. So we got the exorcist card. It says freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses. And then it also speaks of fear of facing your own demons. Then he also is showing up as an advocate. Inspires you to put compassion into action, but also embraces negative causes or committing to causes for personal gain. Wow. Let's pull two more here. Okay. We got the bully card. Not little Tom. Come on, who he pushing around? Let the little spider suit go to his head. Is the spider suit too tight? Okay, then we have the pioneer. Okay, so we're going to have to break these cards down. So he's showing up as a trickster, a judge. With the exorcist card, it's like freeing yourself and other of destructive impulses. Being impulsive maybe. And while being impulsive, may be being very destructive. Being impulsive. And then he'll apologize for it, like, oh my God, I didn't mean to do it. It's like, but why did you just jump in the car and just pull off like that? You knew my foot was there. So, but it also speaks of him being maybe a trickster because he feared of facing his own demons. Okay, what demons? We need to know. But then we have the advocate card. It says inspires you to put compassion into action. But it also speaks of embracing negative causes of committing to causes for personal gains. Embracing negative causes or committing to causes for personal gain. Okay, that don't sound too good. Because he could be an advocate for people. But then again, he could be standing up for people for his own personal gain. That's what that card is saying. But then it says, we have the bully card. Little Tom. It says, highlights your tendency to intimidate others. Helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. Okay. So it's almost looking like a person that was bullied now becoming the bully. But then it also speaks of conceals deep fears behind verbal or physical abuse. Okay, so yeah, I'm seeing a lot of him hiding who he is, hiding his true demons, it's saying, because it's, and then not just any demons, it's like demons that he may have dealt with in the past that may have been verbal or some type of physical abuse to him. which is causing him to kind of do it now. Oh my goodness. And then we have the pioneer, passion for doing and creating what has not been done before. But then also speaks of compulsive need to keep moving on. Still speaking of somebody being impulsive, compulsive, maybe a little irrational, which I don't even see that being him because, but I don't know this little guy, outside of who he is on the TV screen. So, and Spider-Man does seem a little impulsive sometimes. But, I don't know if I mentioned, but Tom Holland, his name is Tom Stanley Holland. He was born June the 1st, 1996. He's 25 years old. He's a Gemini, okay? So that Gemini energy, keeps him always in his head. So because he's always in his head, which means he's probably hiding his true feelings. And it comes across as being a trickster, someone being funny. But what is he trying to hide behind being this trickster? Give us more about this trickster, divine angels. Why is this trickster card here? Okay. It speaks of inner integration. There is peace, equilibrium, and fulfillment in integrating the inner wow with the taming and tempering efforts life has on us. Yeah, it's still kind of giving out that impulsive energy that he just need to really need to balance out. It's like he's trying to tame his inner self, even though his outside self is very tamed. Okay, it's kind of like his outside self is tamed, but it's like a lot going on with his inside, and he's trying to integrate that, what he's feeling in the inside, to the outside. And that's when we'll see the real true Tom. Okay, but it says there is peace and equilibrium, which means balance, and fulfillment when it comes to integrating the inner wild side and taming it and being able to show it on the outside. That's when this card came out. Okay, so that's why I see him being a trickster on the outside, being funny, but he's still trying to tame some type of hurt and fears that's going on in the inside. So we got the Judge card, balancing justice and compassion. Why is the Judge card here for Tom? Let me tell us about this Judge card here for Tom Holland. These are not the easy cards to flip, honey. When they flip, honey, it's a message. So it speaks of false beliefs. Once the untruths that we believe about ourselves are eliminated, so are the ways we can release the false limitation they confine us to. Wow. So he has some false beliefs that he believes about himself. And these false beliefs are coming through from someone else's eyes, not his own eyes, but now that he's probably heard it so much that he started to believe it. And he's trying to balance that out. But somebody may have been offering constructive criticisms to him, and, maybe in his younger days. Okay. Everything that usually comes out in us, when we get older, is usually some hurt that hasn't been dealt with when we was children. So it's like he may be trying to balance that out. But then while he's balancing it out, sometimes he comes across as being someone that's offering destructive criticism. Okay. And it's all coming from some false beliefs that he has about himself. So why is the exorcist card here for Tom Holland? Why is the exorcist card here? Come on, give us something about this exorcist card. There we go. Enough. It says you were born enough. It's like freeing yourself and freeing yourself from destructive impulses, or maybe freeing yourself from destructive criticism that you receive, in your life. But Spirit says you are enough. You were born enough. It's not something that you have to try to achieve. You already enough, Tom. So he's trying to balance out some false beliefs that he had that was given to him, told to him as a young child. I'm assuming as a young child, maybe even now. You can just imagine, what he probably heard in the business that he's in. Because this card do speak about business. Maybe even hearing it, while in the business, that was hard to hear. But he realized that he is enough. Then we got the advocate card here. Why is the advocate card here for Tom? We have wisdom and play. Okay. Our intuition knows more than we do. That's what that card says. It says, inspires you to put compassion into action, embracing negative causes or committed to causes for personal gains. So it's like right now, his intuition is leading him now. Go look at that card. Let me have this. Okay, look at it like this. This person right here is pretty much allowing their wisdom to lead them. So that seems like what Tom is doing as well. He's allowing his intuition to lead him into this, because up here, from what his eyes can see, he has a lot of false beliefs. So right now he feels like, you know what? I'm not going to listen to what's the inner thoughts. I'm just going to go with my wisdom. Okay? Maybe my divine beliefs. I'm going to let that guide me in my life moving forward. But we got this bully card here. So let's find out why is this bully card here for Tom. He too will be trying to bully somebody. Or maybe somebody trying to bully him. Maybe that's something he's trying to get through. Okay. Okay. Assistance with access. It is necessary to ask for and accept help in order to receive it. So I see this person holding the key. And then speaking of having access and asking for help. Asking for help with this bully card. I feel like, let's get a little something. Let's find out a little bit more about this card. Tell me more about this bully card. Divine angels. It's like it highlights the tendency to intimidate others. But it also helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. Okay, so not that he may become the cause as a bully. Okay, he has some experience as, someone bullying him. So, let's see. Let's break it down. More about this bully card, Divine Angels, Tom Holland. Okay, we got the King of Swords here. The King of Swords is a brutal card. It's a card that is very sharp with his words. Very brutal. Mean what he say what he mean type of card. I don't know if this is a father figure or a male figure in Tom's life, which in turns can be Tom as well. But this King of Swords is someone that came across either to Tom as a bully. Okay. And this card also speaks of that it's necessary to ask for help. It was necessary for maybe Tom to ask for help from this King of Swords because of the bullying that he endured as, I'm assuming, as a young kid. Okay, give us more about this bully card. Tom, okay. We got the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups is a loving person, maybe a mother. He may have a loving mother and a strict father. Okay, and this person right here seems like this person is holding the key and needed to ask for help when it came to this situation. With this bully card, it says conceals deep fears behind verbal or physical abuse. With this King and Queen. Who is this King and Queen? Okay, is this mother or is this Tom? Okay, who is this King and Queen? First, let's find out who is this king. Who is this king in Tom's reading? The King of Swords. Who's the King of Swords? The King of Swords, courthouse. Oh my goodness. It's starting to look like parents. Okay, give me more. We got the main male. King of Swords. Showing up as the main male is this King of Swords. Tom. Who's this Queen of Cups? Who's the Queen of Cups? Child. We got a child card here. Give us more about this Queen of Cups. Coffin. Okay, this is what I'm picking up. Okay, this bully card speaks of someone behind, it's like concealing some fears behind a verbal and physical abuse that happened with this, between this King of Swords and this Queen of Cups. This Queen of Cups is starting to look like a mother, okay, a mother, because the child card came out with the Queen of Cups, and then we have a coffin here. Was that a death to his childhood at that time? Is his mother still here? Okay. Oh man. Okay, is his mother still here? Or did she pass away when he was a child? I hope not. I hope not. Okay, but okay, so we see this bully card here with the King of Swords between his Queen of Cups. Okay, we got this courthouse here. Maybe a divorce because of this bullying situation and the fears that happened when he was a child. Okay, may have caused a divorce between mom and dad. Okay, which was a death to because his death came out with the Queen of Cups and the child. Maybe put a death. That's probably when his childhood died. That's probably when, you know, things happened in his childhood that took a turn because of this main male that was in his life. Okay, and because this main male came across as this type of person, Tom could also be this type of person too, because I have this main male here. This main male is Tom. This main male can also be a main figure in Tom's life. Okay, to me. But either way, the father and maybe even Tom come across as bully because Tom probably be picking up something from his dad. We know that happens. Something that he's seen as a childhood that happened to his Queen of Cups. Okay, because we have this coffin card here. Wow. Okay. Let's see. Let's pull more. Give us more about this. Ask for assistance. Because it says it's necessary to ask for assistance and accept help in order to receive it. So, why is the ask for assistance here for Tom? Okay. Okay, we got the Ace of Wands and the Judgment. Okay, so he may have wanted to ask for assistance, didn't want to be judged in the situation. Okay, because I see that was, okay, I don't know if he felt like he didn't give enough. He didn't give enough to help this situation as a kid, or he didn't ask for assistance, or he maybe had to been forced to ask for assistance. Okay, which caused some judgment, maybe in his family, maybe with his mother, somebody that he was passionate about, that he cared a great deal about, that he was very passionate about. But then his card kind of came out like this as well, which probably, you know, like I said, feeling judged. Okay, because he had to ask for assistance because of this situation. It looked like a domestic situation that may be going on in his household. So we have the Pioneer card. Why is the Pioneer card here? Let's pull from this deck because this card's a Pioneer card. What can you tell us about the Pioneer card? It's from Holland. Okay. So we have radical self-acceptance. You are perceived the way you perceive yourself. Okay, so it speaks of passion, doing, and creating what has not been done before. Compulsive need to keep on moving. But this speaks of radical self-acceptance, creative power, release your alchemical energy into the world. It's like alchemy energy into the world. And forgiveness. Hurt blocks our light. So you need to ask for a lot of forgiveness. So with this Pioneer card, it seems like because of this hurt that happened as a child, okay, this looks like a domestic situation that may have assisted him as a child, is kind of what it's kind of like the drive behind his personality. Him being a trickster, him being passionate about what he does, what he's doing. He don't want to be judged by his past, so he may even keep that secret. But with this Pioneer card, it's like that. His past is what drives him. Okay, it's like he has to have radical self-acceptance for himself. Okay, radical, because he feels like sometimes he's not enough. Okay, because he has some false beliefs that occur as a child that he sees himself as. But like I said, they false beliefs. So he started to just stop believing what he see and start going by his wisdom, his intuition, to push him through all this hurt and pain that was going on. And now that is what kind of drives him right now and gives him his creative push. Okay, so he has to have a lot of radical self-acceptance. Okay, which gives him creative power. Okay, this person right here is pregnant with birth, creating power that he had ever since birth. They said, you were born enough with this card. He just needs to forgive what's going on, because anything that's hurtful blocks your creative energy. It blocks any good energy from coming in. Only thing it does is create more hurt. So he's in the process of forgiving. So it looks like Tom done been through a lot, y'all. All from his childhood. And he has to really believe that he is enough in this situation. Okay, so we're going to stop the video there when it comes to Tom and who Tom is. Okay, I'm going to do another video on Tom's ideal partner. Okay, stay tuned.